All right, welcome to How to Stretch a Canvas. So the particular staple gun that I have here is a back-loading staple gun. So you remove the spring, load your staples in the back, and they should fit perfectly. Arrow staples, I believe they're T3 size, 1/4 inch, and then you just load the spring back in. You need to make sure that you have your stretchers aligned at 90 degrees, and I like to just put a little staple in there to keep those 90-degree angles a little bit tighter. And make sure that you check every 90-degree angle. Don't assume because one or two of them is 90 that the others are. It just doesn't quite work that way. So check each one with a T-square, or I should say carpenter square, or just one of these triangles that we have. They work pretty good. And snap a shot into the corner. If you have to bang it down, use a hammer, a mallet, or just the end of the stapler, although probably should not hit the stapler too hard as to mess up the mechanisms inside. All right, so all four corners, and once all four corners are good, you need to make sure that the canvas stretchers are facing downwards. And so with these particular Creative Mark stretchers, you should see the inch numbers on the back, right, facing down into the canvas, and the canvas should also be facing down, so the white gessoed side should be down. Start on the long side and shoot a staple into the middle, and then pull very tight opposite of that staple. Walk your hands over, hold in place, and then put the gun in place, replace the hand. Okay, very important. Now go to the opposite side, or 90 degrees, and then I want you to put a staple in to form a cross formation. Now that first one, you don't pull too hard. This second one across, pull very hard, and it should be tight. Okay, now we go to the long side. When we pull, you want to pull up and out, and then you want to do one on each side of your center staple, pulling in that direction, and then work opposite, right? So you'll see I'll rotate it 180, and then pull up and out across from where I already stapled, and then up and out. And now we'll work the short side. This side is short enough that you really only need 3 staples per side until you get to the corner. You want to be about 3/4 of an inch or so away from the very corner, so you have a little bit of play with the canvas that's left over at the end. All right, back to the long side, and we're going to put 2 more in, so we'll have 5 staples on the 12-inch stretcher and 3 staples on the 8-inch stretcher. And again, always work opposites. This should be really getting tight at this point, and so the strength in your fingers is very important to pull it as tight as you possibly can. Now when we're going into a corner, okay, you want to push the corner so it's like a hood shape like that, and you'll see what it looks like when my finger goes away. So it should be like a triangle on the outside and a hood on the inside. Hold your finger in place. Left thumb goes under, right thumb goes over, right finger goes over the top, so you make a little S formation, and then pull it 45 degrees into the corner and hold it. I like to put 2 staples per corner just to hold it tight in place and to hold the stretchers in place as well. It should look like that. There's different ways to do the corners, but this is the quickest and easiest way that I've found. So then we'll always work opposites again, so whatever corner you did, go opposite. And then corner number 3. And then the last one, of course, will be opposite. Make sure it's tight. Don't rip your canvas, don't pull that hard. And there you have it. All right, so it should be tight. It should be like a drum. And there you go.